Why some tribes never adopted clothes. A deep dive into their beliefs. What if I told you there are tribes in today's world, real people, who have never worn clothes? Not because they can't, but because they choose not to. These aren't people lost in time. They're part of living, breathing communities with deep-rooted beliefs, powerful traditions, and a lifestyle most of us could never imagine. In this video, we dive into the question, why have some tribes never adopted clothes? And the answers might just surprise you. Let's begin with a place you may have heard of, the Himba tribe of Namibia. The Himba are instantly recognizable. Their skin has a reddish glow, not from sunburn, but from a homemade paste called jais, a mixture of butterfat and ochre. This paste is both a beauty treatment and a protection against the harsh desert sun. But what really captures attention is that the Himba do not wear conventional clothes. The women, especially, are often topless, adorned only with beaded skirts, jewelry, and intricate hairstyles. But why? For the Himba, clothing isn't tied to modesty. It's about identity, climate, and culture. In the scorching heat of northern Namibia, clothes are more of a burden than a necessity. Their lack of modern clothing reflects their spiritual connection with nature. Covering up is simply not part of their cultural values. And they're not alone. Let's travel to the Amazon rainforest, home to the Kayapó tribe of Brazil. Deep within the jungle, the Kayapó live much as they have for centuries. The men wear penis sheaths or loincloths, and the women might wear fiber skirts. But again, nudity is not taboo. In fact, in their worldview, the body is a gift, pure and unashamed. But how do they explain it? For the Kayapó, clothing doesn't determine dignity. Respect is shown through behavior, not fabric. Children are raised to view the human body as natural. There's no shame, no embarrassment, and no hiding. This brings us to a crucial question. When did clothing become a measure of civilization? To explore this, we need to understand the history of dress. Humans began wearing clothes over 100,000 years ago, primarily for warmth. But as societies developed, clothing took on new meanings: class, status, religion, and modesty. Western societies especially began to associate nudity with immorality. This idea spread through colonization, religion, and media. And here's where things take an unexpected turn. When colonizers arrive in Africa, South America, and parts of Asia, they impose their dress codes on indigenous people. Missionaries told tribes to cover up, calling their traditional ways sinful or savage. Clothing became a symbol of conversion, control, and cultural dominance. But many tribes resisted. The Korowai of Papua, the Mercy of Ethiopia, the Nambikwara of Brazil. They held on to their ways. Not to be rebellious, but because their customs were older than any outsider's opinion. For them, the body is not something to be hidden. It is celebrated. Let's go deeper into belief systems. Take the Mercy tribe in Ethiopia, known for lip plates and bull body paint. The Mercy people live in the Omo Valley. Their traditions include minimal clothing, often just wraps or nothing at all. For them, physical adornment tells stories. It's not about covering, but expressing. Their rituals, dances, and ceremonies often involve nudity as a sacred form of connection with ancestors and spirits. To dress the body too much would, in a way, mute those connections. Even today, many of these tribes maintain their beliefs despite tourism and globalization. They teach us that modesty is cultural, not universal. Now, here's something you might not expect. Studies show that societies with less emphasis on clothing often experience fewer issues related to body shame. Children grow up with healthier self-image. There's less judgment, less pressure to look a certain way. Nudity in these cultures equals freedom, not vulnerability. Yet as modern life creeps closer, cell phones, roads, even YouTubers, the pressure to change increases. What happens when a tribe modernizes? Sometimes traditions fade. Clothes are adopted. Identity gets blurred. And with it comes a loss of something deeply human, the link between belief, body, and belonging. But some tribes fight to protect it, Organizations now work to preserve indigenous culture, helping tribes retain their ways while still accessing healthcare, education, and technology on their own terms. Ask yourself this. What if your culture had evolved without clothes? How would your idea of beauty, shame, or respect change? And did you know that even in modern countries like Japan and parts of Europe, public nudity isn't always frowned upon? From saunas to beaches, nudity can be normal. Which begs the question, are we the ones who are overdressed? Stay tuned, because in just a minute, we'll look at a tribe where clothing is considered a curse, believed to bring illness and disconnect from the spirit world. So, what do you think? Should we judge these tribes for not wearing clothes, or admire them for staying true to their roots? If this deep dive opened your eyes, hit that like button. It really helps us out. Make sure to subscribe for more powerful stories from around the world. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. Which tribe shocked you the most? And would you ever live like them for a day? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.